We are gathered here today to sip some tea, honey, so make sure you guys have your teacups ready because this tea is what? Piping hot. Hey, you guys, it's your girl T, and I hope everybody's doing good today. Make sure you guys have your teacups ready.
Get ready. Y'all get ready.
Yes, you get ready.
Because this tea is what? Piping hot. Hey, you guys, I hope you guys are doing well. So I wanted to come out here and talk about this situation with a young woman from the University of Hartford. Her name is Jazzy Rowe. And many of you guys have been sending me this story and wanting me to talk about it. And y'all know me, I talk about stuff on my own time, not when people want me to talk about it. Plus, I really want to see how this played out. I was initially sent her video around Halloween when Jazzy was in her room on her college campus at the University of Hartford. And she was basically telling her story about how she had been sick, how she'd been having throat pains, how she hadn't been feeling good. I also want to read you guys what Jazzy took to social media to write. And on Monday, Jazzy wrote the following. She says, as an African-American woman, I don't want to become another statistic when it comes to college incidences / crime, and racial case justice needs to be served. Colleges are known to just sweep issues that happen within the campus under the rug, making the issue disappear and not doing anything about it. Now, this isn't right at all, and this is where the public gets involved to push for things to be done right. I'm not holding my tongue any longer about my situation because this is ridiculous to hear nothing back from my school about this situation. As an African-American woman, I have to fight for myself and others to not become a statistic. I'm not going to make this known. I'm giving you guys the options to choose where you'd like to hear this information, either through Facebook Live or Instagram. I will go live and let it be known. And then she basically went live and spilled the damn tea on the entire situation. Her live was an hour long, but I managed to capture, the 5 minutes that was the most important. So go ahead and check this out.
And I thought just because I moved from New York to Connecticut, the weather changed. It's completely different. It's colder and stuff like that. I just thought I was catching a cold. Usually when I catch a cold, it starts with like a sore throat and then it goes into the cold. But I noticed that it was just throat pains and like throat problems I was having. And it got to the point where it was so severe. I wasn't sleeping at night and I couldn't speak at one point. And when I mean speak, like I couldn't even whisper. Like I was struggling to whisper. Like I had to whisper really softly to talk. So the following day, I was like, okay, this is getting like too serious. And like that night was like so bad. I had to go to health services on campus. So I went. I did tests. I did 3 tests. They gave me antibiotics before the results because I was like, I don't want to go through that again. The test came back negative. They didn't know what was wrong with me. All they knew was that I had bad bacteria in my throat. And they didn't specifically know what was going on. So fast forward a couple of days later, I finally find a new roommate and I find a new room and I start to... It's like around nighttime, like 10 p.m., late p.m. going into 11. And I'm moving little things one by one out of my closet into my new room. So the following day, it's like less things for me to move out. So for once, ever since I moved in, it's like I'm acknowledged by my old roommate. And she asked me if I'm moving out. And I simply just said a one-worded response, yes. And she made a face and she was like, oh, okay. And she shrugged her shoulders and she paused her movie and she started to text on her phone. I assumed that she was just telling all her friends that I'm moving out. 5 minutes later, I head downstairs to exit my building to go into my new building. I reached my lobby of my car. And I'm approached by my old neighbor and 2 RAs. And my old neighbor's like, Chanel, I sent you something on your phone. It's very important. You need to look at it. But my hands are full. So she showed me on her phone instead. And it was a post that the old roommate posted. Only have what was sent to me. But she posted this on her Instagram. People on campus seen it. She's been posting stuff of me on her Instagram for a while. I obviously did not know about it. Like, I only have the pictures that she posted of 5 minutes, legit 5. Like, as I was walking, when I thought she was texting a friend, she was actually posting things. See the time, 10:38 p.m. See the paragraph. This is just the paragraph, like her caption. there's pictures and stuff like after. But the paragraph says, finally did it. Your girl got rid of her roommate after 1.5 months of spitting in her coconut oil, putting moldy clam dip in her lotions, rubbing used tampons on her backpack, putting her toothbrush places where the sun doesn't shine, and so much more. I can finally say goodbye, Jamaican Barbie. So she posted pictures of like my delivery packages and talking shit about it. She posted pictures of stuff that she had in my fridge. Now, I shared a fridge with her and I shared a microwave with her, so I thought this is just her regular stuff. You know what I'm saying? I didn't pay no mind to it. But like it says like this moldy clam dip I've been mixing in with her face lotions. In the paragraph, she also mentions that she mixed it in like my body lotions and stuff like that, and my coconut oil and stuff like that. But this is a picture of my Steve Madden bag. You can kind of see some of the blood stains. But I had my Steve Madden bag hanging. See where this? I don't even know how to point. You see where this wood thing is on the bed? I had the Steve Madden bag. There's like a hook on the back. I hooked it up, and then I had the flap open. So when I had the flap open, the flap actually reached the top of my mattress, because the wood is kind of thick, so it's not like the hook would fall down on the wood. So as the bag would lay flat on my mattress, I didn't pay it any mind. I have a bunch of bags, so I usually just keep that bag like on the corner. And in my old room, I used to have my desk in front of my bed. You know what I'm saying? So basically, I was sleeping with period blood in my face for a month and change and had no idea. I've been using a toothbrush that has been put places where the sun doesn't shine. I've been rubbing things all over my skin, all over my face. The coconut oil I use all over my body, right down to my lips, so it entered my mouth. You know what I'm saying? What else? And then the so much more part. The so much more part kind of like, it makes me cautious now when I'm using my things, because like, I don't know what she tampered with and what she didn't tamper with. And I don't want to throw away everything and then like waste like the stuff that's probably wasn't tampered with. You know what I'm saying? But she would post video. What I don't have is like the videos and the older posts, because this is just what was sent to my neighbor to send to me. You know what I'm saying? Of what she just posted while I was in the room on my way downstairs. She would post videos of me eating, talking about if only she knew where those utensils been. I had a set of utensils, so I don't have to keep buying plastic spoons and forks and stuff when I would eat in my room. And I usually would wash it, and I would have a cup, and I would put it in my shelf, the bottom shelf over there. That's where I would usually have it. So you would see all my utensils just there, and it's already clean. So usually when I was about to eat, I would just pop it out and eat, you know what I'm saying, and then wash it and then put it back in the cup. So she's been messing with that, but that's not what she mentioned in the paragraph. But that falls under the so much more cat part, you know what I'm saying? It's just so much going on. I'm getting a phone call. Okay. But yeah. That's what happened.
All right, so you guys just saw that video of Jazzy basically showing proof that she's being poisoned by her roommate and that all these terrible things are happening to her. So once this video started getting shared all over social media, there was a hashtag created on Twitter called Justice for Jazzy. Once the university started getting a lot of bad press, all of a sudden, looky who comes out the woodwork with so much to say. So the UHeart president, his name is Greg Woodward, he decided to state the following. Now, this happened the other day. So he states, I'm writing you all this evening to send a strong message regarding an incident that is deeply upsetting to me. Our students, faculty, staff, and alumni, one of our students was the alleged victim of bullying, and her story was shared across social media. Let me be clear. The accused student's behavior was reprehensible and does not reflect the values of our institution. Let me also be clear that I am confident that the university has taken all steps to pursue this matter seriously and will continue to do so. So that was the initial statement that they sent out on November 1st. But mind you, Jazzy had been dealing with the university on her own since way before her video went viral. And they were acting like there was nothing that she could do, and, you know, they should just stay away from each other. It's like they did not want the police involved. But everything that damn Barbaric Barbie, that's what I'm going to call this bitch, Brianna Brachot, since she wants to call, you know what I'm saying, Jazzy a Jamaican Barbie, bitch, we're going to call you the Barbaric Barbie, okay? That name is very well suited for you. So anyhow, it seemed like the university was not trying to, you know, bring the police into this and get them involved and get this damn Barbaric Barbie arrested until pressure, okay? Until pressure from social media, until people took to the college campus and started protesting, and until the news got involved. Go ahead and check out this news clip real quick. Check this out, and I'm going to come back with the rest of my commentary.
And I want to show you what's happening on this campus right now. These protesters, they've been out here all day. There is outrage on this campus tonight as these protesters are sending a message.
We're out here to support Jazzy, to let her know that she doesn't stand by herself.
Protesters standing up for a student here named Jazzy Rowe, an African-American student whose roommate admitted to doing disgusting things to get her to move out. That roommate, Brianna Brachot, spelled it all out on social media. In an Instagram post, she wrote, "Finally did it. Yo girl got rid of her roommate after 1.5 months of spitting in her coconut oil, putting moldy clam dip in her lotions, rubbing used tampons on her backpack, putting her toothbrush places where the sun doesn't shine, and so much more. I can finally say goodbye, Jamaican Barbie."
That's disgusting. I can't fathom how Jazzy Chanel can feel right now. I cannot, because I'm outraged.
And it's sickening because here's a young lady that has suffered emotionally and physically because of the actions of someone else.
Here you have somebody on this campus who, over a period of time, I think she said 1.5 months, systematically contaminated this young lady's toothbrush, her belongings, with all sorts of bacterial matter. You know, everybody knows this can be life-threatening.
No one from the university would speak on camera today, but the school president issued statements to the school community. In one of them, President Greg Woodward wrote, "It is clear there is work to be done at our university to ensure that all students feel safe, respected, and valued. The conversations that began with student groups, faculty, and staff yesterday are going to continue and involve our full community. I am dedicated to that mission."
All right, so you guys just saw that news clip. So again, like I said, once the story went viral, people were protesting, the hashtag was on fleek. Then all of a sudden, the Hartford Police Department finally confirmed that they had arrested Brianna Brachot, aka Barbaric Barbie, and that she was currently out on bail for $1,000. And initially, her charges really didn't seem that harsh. So initially, when this Barbaric Barbie was arrested, if you guys are seeing here, this was the criminal arrest charge. They were charging her with breach of the peace in the 2nd degree and criminal mischief in the 3rd degree. So after more public outcry, then they decide to up her charges. So basically now this Barbaric Barbie, she's now facing an additional charge of 2nd degree intimidation based on bigotry or bias, which is a Class D felony that carries a potential sentence of 1 to 5 years in prison. But for now, they have ordered her to stay away from her. This entire situation is just really, really sickening to me. So the university is now saying, "Dear Hartford community, I am writing this to further update on this deeply disturbing situation involving our students. As of this morning, Brianna Brachot is no longer a student at the University of Hartford. She will not be returning to the institution." There have been an outpouring of concern for the victim of these acts across the university and the country. In my meeting with her yesterday, I reiterated my personal commitment to ensuring that she has all available personal and academic resources the university can provide. As I said yesterday, the university took action immediately once the allegations were brought to our attention. University Public Safety was first notified and responded to the incident at 11:45 p.m. on October 17th. The reprehensible conduct was not known by the victim or the university until that time. By 1:12 a.m., West Hartford Police Department was notified, and the process for legal and university conduct began. A no-contact order was put in place, and the case was turned over to the local authorities by 2:16 a.m. It is clear that there is work that needs to be done on our university to ensure that all students feel safe, respected, and valued. The conversations that began with student groups, faculty, and staff yesterday are going to continue and involve our full community. I am dedicated to that mission, and I will continue to share additional information about opportunities for our path forward in meaningful dialogue and action. Greg Woodward, President. All right, so you guys just heard me read what the university president said today, basically announcing that this damn Barbaric Barbie has been kicked off the university. Now, what's also crazy is that today, another page of Brianna Brachot, aka the Barbaric Barbie, a page of hers was found on Instagram where Looky, the girl has a hair braiding page where she's doing all the braids herself. And, you know, I'm not going to hate on her. The bitch can actually braid. But I find it very funny that she really doesn't like black people. This girl, Jazzy, did nothing to her. She tried to clown her, call her Jamaican Barbie, you know, talk all this shit about her. But yet and still, she seems to love black styles. She even does dreadlocks on white people's hair. You know, so I find that very, very funny that you don't like Jamaicans, but you had no problem putting some damn faux locks in your head and in your little friends' hair and everything else. So a lot of folks have been going to her comment section on her braiding page to go in on her and to say it's funny that you don't like black women, that you can poison this black woman's food and, you know, talk all this shit about her on social media. Yet and still, you seem to really like black-based hairstyles like braids and dreadlocks and stuff like that. So many of you guys wanted to know my opinion on this situation, and my opinion is this situation is sickening. And I think what's even more disturbing is that this girl basically told on herself. She took to Instagram and basically put it all out there, basically said everything she was doing to this girl. You know, the poor girl was really, really sick. How demented do you have to be to do some shit like this and to think that it's okay, but then to share it with the world? You know what I'm saying? So that you know this girl's mentality, and that lets you know that this girl is crazy as hell. And I would suggest to Jazzy that she be very, very careful, because it seems like this crazy ass barbaric bitch is low-key obsessed with her. You know what I'm saying? Because the whole situation makes no sense. They didn't get into no fight. They didn't have any argument. You know what I'm saying? She just said Jazzy annoyed her. So basically just her living there annoyed her. And because somebody annoys you, you think it's okay for you to take a bloody tampon and wipe it on their bag. You think it's okay to fucking stick their toothbrush, you know what I'm saying, where the sun don't shine. This girl not only needs her ass whooped, she definitely needs to be in jail, okay? I don't find anything funny about this. It's not a fucking prank, bro. It's just a prank. No, it's not a prank. This is something serious. This young girl had bacteria that they found in her throat. You know what I'm saying? That should not have been there. And that was placed there because of what this roommate was doing to her food and to her utensils. Fuck the whole criminal mischief and the breach of peace. I don't even know what the hell breach of peace is. She needs to be charged with a felony, because at the very least, this was intent to do bodily harm. This was not a laughing matter. This was not a prank. This was not a joke. She was trying to harm that girl. And it's really scary because, you know, when you go on campus and you have roommates, you know, these are people coming from all over the country, all over the world, you know, perhaps. And you don't really know these people. You don't know their mental stability. You're trusting that if I leave something here, it'll be here when I get back. If I have food in my refrigerator, you haven't done anything to it. You know, this is really, really sad. But I think a lot of people should take this as a wake-up call to be very, very careful, you know, if you're in a roommate situation, because you just never know how devious people can be, how evil they can be.
Something is up with your roommate. What do you mean?
You know, and a lot of this stuff to me that she did to this girl, not only does it sound like she's not all there, but that's just some crazy ass demonic ass shit. I don't care what y'all say. I mean, this bitch is playing with fucking period blood, playing with urine and feces and putting it in food. I mean, this girl is really, really sick. That's some demonic ass shit. You know, so honey, just pray over y'all's food. You know what I'm saying? It's really sad that a lot of people in this world you just simply can't trust. And this Brianna Brachot bitch, this Barbaric Barbie, her ass definitely needs to do some time for this. Point blank, period. So let's go ahead and get the discussion popping. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that like button, and make sure you click that bell so you can be down with the notification squad, honey. So let's go ahead and get the discussion popping. Go ahead and leave a comment. All right, deuces. Hey you guys, it's your girl T. Make sure to subscribe, like, and share my videos. You can also visit lovelyti.com to purchase any merchandise. Also, don't forget to click the boxes down below to watch any of my previous videos. Talk to y'all later. Deuces.